Well, hello, welcome to Gypsy Road World News. I got some great breaking news on some UFOs. God, but they just don't leave me alone. You know, you guys hate having all those UFOs just flying around you. It's just like, go, I got a show to do, guys. I got a show. Come on, leave me alone. Guys, I'm sorry about that. Just all these UFOs just flying around. It's going crazy. But I got 3 exciting videos for you. All right, this is breaking news. We're gonna break it down. We're gonna look at the videos. We're gonna see if it's real or fake, or what do we think. Okay, because at the end of the day, it's up to you. All right, let's get started. All right, hello there. Let's get going. Let's get started. These are 3 UFOs that we're going to look at, you and I. Now, UFOs, unidentified flying objects. That's what they are. I'm not here to tell you they're from another planet. I'm not here to tell you that they're government made or what they are. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the videos. I'll give you my opinion, and I expect you to give me your opinion in the comments. Let me know what you think. Now, this first one is strange multiple white lights over Clarkston, Michigan. Now, this happened on September 17th. So this is just very recently. So come on. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got. All right. Let's take a look. Okay. All right. Now, okay. I mean, I see the flashing white dots. I guess they're kind of going crazy, I guess. It's... Yeah, I mean, you definitely can see it. Let me see here. Let me see. They have it in black and white too, with the gray. So you can see the dots in black. Okay, guys. I'm going to pause it right there. I'm going to pause it right there. Because white light flashing, it kind of reminds me a lot of, in the paranormal, of orbs. You know, things floating around. You automatically, with orbs, you're thinking that it's a ghost, a spirit, when it's just a piece of dust flying a certain way, because, you know, you can't control what, you know, how the air moves where you're at. You know, you might think that all the vents are closed, but you just don't know. Flashing lights like that, to me, is like an orb. There is no way I wouldn't even call this a UFO just because they're lights. It's not like it's flying around. I mean, maybe this is a spacecraft from another planet and I'm just totally off board, but I'm looking at this like, I hate to say it, it's kind of a waste of a space to record. But hey, I get it. Record it. Get it out there. Have it on there, because you never know. Next couple of days, the lights might come closer and flashier. So I could be completely wrong, but to me, it looks like just a bunch of light flashes. I mean, you never know. People got those lasers now. They can flash it up there. I know they're white. A lot of lasers are red and green. But there's no way I'm going to call this anywhere close. Even though UFOs, unidentified flying objects, those are lights. That's not even, to me, a flying object. So get that out of here. But I want to know what you think. So leave a comment in the comments. Let me know what you think. Now, this next one is called 3 UFOs and information were spotted over La Honda, California. Now, this one happened on September 19th. So in the description, in the witness description, triangle formation that changed direction, PGE power outage in area, and I was the only light source on the ground. Formation turned towards me, so I bailed. 5 minutes later, from a different vantage point, they were gone. So, well, what the hell? Let's press play. Let's take a look. Let's look at it together. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I see. You saw 2 solid dots and a little light one, kind of a triangle, you know, Dragon's Triangle, Bermuda Triangle, Alaska Triangle. Okay, I mean, you know, two of the lights are darker, the one's flashing more, and it is triangle. It is interesting. I will call it a UFO because it is an unidentified flying object. Now, are they perfectly 3 lights that somebody has up there? Is it a drone now? I mean, that's the thing is, guys, right? Now we got drones. Now, I haven't seen a lot of drones that are triangle shaped, but you know, there could be people now taking drones, putting dots like more of a triangle, but now this is interesting. The one of the dots is actually moving a little closer to the other light. So, it's hard to say, cause let's have a, now they're going to do a closer look here, so that's kind of cool. There's going to be a little closer look. I'm going to, you know, it is interesting because if it's a drone, a light on the bottom wouldn't be moving closer and closer because a drone would be one kind of a still shape. So this is actually nice. This is actually good. Now this is interesting. This is a good capture. I hope they go back the next day, the next day, the next day. You know, check around, see if there's military bases. You know, trying to find out what's out there. But I am going to say this is an unidentified flying object. You know, we can't tell what it is, but only thing that's throwing me off is because the one light on the bottom is moving closer to the other light. So that's good. I don't mind this kind of footage. This is good footage. This is a good one. So I appreciate that. So, all right, what do you guys think? Leave your, I want to know what you think. So tell me what you think that is and put in the comments because I want to know what everybody thinks it is. And then maybe one day I'll do a show where an afterthought of all your comments and we'll kind of have an open discussion on this. So all right, so let's move on. Now this is 2 tic-tac shaped objects flying over San Angelo, Texas. Now we're going to Texas. Here we go. Let's take a look. Let's look at these tic-tacs. Let's see. Okay, there's 2 white floating things. I mean, it's almost going like in the same kind of direction. It's not like one's flying over here, one's flying here. It's like it's almost connected because they're staying together. That's the only thing that's throwing me off on this is if I would think if they're UFOs, they wouldn't be flying so perfectly. You know, even though they could be expert pilots and all that. I mean, I just wouldn't think that. I mean, I can't tell you what you should think. I mean, are they 2 drones? I don't know. I would say drone unless they got the drones to fly perfectly in the same. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys are looking at the video. You guys are seeing this for yourself. So it's interesting. It is interesting. I just, it's not from another planet. And I don't think it's man-made because they're flying 2 like the 2 white lines are connected. It's just so but it's a UFO. It is unidentified flying objects. I don't think they're drones because they're flying too perfectly. So that's a good one. I actually don't mind that one. So I want to know what you guys think. Leave that in the comments and all that. So that's awesome. So all right, that's done for UFOs. I think it's time to get into the Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Are they real? Is it a hoax? What do you think? So let's check out some videos and let's have fun. Are liking my new intros to each subject. You know, they're kind of fun for me and all that. So guys, now some of these videos of Bigfoot, I know everybody in the Bigfoot community have seen almost every single footage there is. So some of you might already seen this, but there's some of you who haven't. And that's where we need to have this discussion. You know, have this talk and give you my opinion. You know, stuff isn't important because not everybody has seen everything, but the true Bigfoot hunters, searchers, researchers, and all that probably seen every single video that's out there. So, but some of you hasn't. This was called First Telescope Video of Bigfoot. Let's take a look. Okay, so you can see where it's looking through a telescope, and looks like he's saying that there's a black shadow, and then he has a close up like a creature. I don't know. That's I don't know, guys. I mean, you guys might see this footage, might think, you might know the person who took it. He could be the real deal. I'm not here to say whoever took this telescope footage is the real deal or not, but I don't know, man. To me, it's kind of a far stretch. I mean, it's almost like, and somebody then they wrote, the creatures you are seeing is real. But the thing is, I don't see a creature. You know, it's like in the paranormal world, right? And you're trying to record voices. You're trying to get voices. You guys know what I'm talking about. They're trying to get voices. And you hear something. And you don't know exactly what it is, but the one person goes, I know what it's saying. It's telling you to get out. And then everybody's like, oh, that is what it's saying. It's saying get out. So it's like they're planting a memory, a word into it. And this here, I think they're taking this shadow and saying there's something there. Where to me, I could not even use that for any evidence or proof. If that was me, I mean, I could make a video saying that, hey, this is what I caught. You know, this kind of interesting little shape, but to even come close to say that's a video of a Bigfoot, that's a far stretch. That looks more like a frog with teeth. Nothing like a Bigfoot. So for me, I don't know. That's. Hey, I want to know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments. Tell me. Do you think it's capturing a Bigfoot? I mean, I understand not getting a clear shot picture, but shapes, shade, trying to mold that into a Bigfoot, I think that's a little far stretch in my opinion. Okay, so let's go on to the next Bigfoot video. Now, a lot of this I know a lot of people have seen. Okay, shocking new Bigfoot footage, new Bigfoot film caught on camera, new evidence. Okay, new Bigfoot was just caught on camera, 2021. Is Bigfoot real? Footage of shocking moments caught on camera, new Bigfoot evidence. Okay, now it shows this on NVTV. Shows this creature walking. I'm really curious what you guys think. You gotta leave me in the comments, because this, to me, if I had to put money on it, that's fake. That is completely fake. Because first of all, you're Bigfoot, right? Okay, first of all, you're sneaking up and get a close camera. Unless you got these fantastic cameras that you can snap way far away. And you're getting this good, awesome shot of Bigfoot. And he's not even looking your way. He's just looking that way. I would think, if that was a real Bigfoot, he would know that you're there. He would sense that you're there. He would look at you. Or he would try to run away or attack you. Just walking along, walking straight in an open area, and you get yourself, you know, a perfectly good camera shot. I don't know. To me, that's fake. Now, if some of you who are in the Bigfoot community are experts, If you think it's real, please let me know, and tell me why is it real. Do you know if it's from a real source, from a real person? Because anybody's watching this right now wants to know, how do we think that's real? Because at the moment in time, I don't think that's real. I think that's fake. So guys, that's it for the Bigfoot. Next, we're going into the paranormal. Well, I hope you guys liked that little intro. Okay, now this paranormal I'm about to show you is a personal friend of the channel, Through the Veil Paranormal. This woman has actually done some investigations for the couple police stations and all that. So she's the real deal to me. She's the real medium, and I love their investigations. I'm going to show you some from different parts of this video. They got a full video. It's called Saint Barnabas feature Hawk Paranormal Part 1. It's on the Through the Paranormal channel, and I'll have that link to their channel. Watch the whole 38-minute, but the show's not about 38-minute. Now let's look at the first part here.
We're not coming for anybody. We're here to speak to you.
Revelation.
Okay, so doing one of those voice things, asking me questions. Okay, let's check it out.
You laughing at me?
Yep.
I like that.
Why are you laughing at me?
I like that. You're asking any questions, right? You're asking questions, and it's saying, "Yep." I love that, because you're just not getting those machines. You do hear a lot of different words, but when you ask a question and one of those words came up to goes right after the sentence you just gave, I like that. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That's awesome. To me. I mean, you can think what you want. I like it. I know her, and she can see spirits and all that, and I believe in her gifts, and I think that's a cool find. That's my opinion. That's a cool find. Now I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to bring it to where they're actually getting some activities here. Here we go. Walking in the graveyard.
Don't mind me stepping up on you.
How are you doing? So she's having a conversation with them.
You tell me your name?
Patrick. Okay, so she's having a conversation with Patrick.
Well, Eugene, I'm Nicole. This is Jess. There's Becky. There's Brendan, Billy. We got Eugene.
I love that. I love you're actually having a conversation. On a real cool investigation and all that. So I actually like that she was having a conversation. And let me move up to like I said, this not a long show. Now this is pretty interesting here. This is where they actually have some good conversations. There's a word already. Allison cursed us. Man, I wonder if I get cursed. That would be a good thing. Okay. I love these investigations that they do.
Somebody just touched that dog? You touch it again?
Let's go.
What?
Down here. See us. The other light. Hear us.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, they're having they're talking. They're active. Now, some of you, I know, I'm not really hearing the words. They must be using some kind of a thing, because they're filming this live. So
there's somebody directly.
I wouldn't mind them taking the audio and making it a little louder. I think that would be cool. I think that's awesome. Now we're gonna move it to 1800.
Yeah.
Because they're getting some pretty good activity here.
USB mode.
Let's take a look.
Patrick.
Billy.
Need help. Wow. something about getting that word, guys. Need help, patch word, things, grave.
What the grave? What grave?
Getting that from the spirit telling you they need help. I mean, that's...
What one?
You know, that's kind of disturbing in a lot of ways, where you're actually asking for help. I mean, the spirits are actually in your help. I mean, if you believe in this stuff, and I'm a true believer in the paranormal, and I have no reason for Val them to manipulate or try to fake these videos. They're not. And one of the things why I like watching their investigation is, it's not like Ghost Adventures, right? Where when they hear something, they start running. Oh my God, you know, they're actors. Ghost Adventures, they're actors. I'm not saying they're real ghost investigators, but they're actors. And when you watch real footages like this, you know, without the music, I mean, in some ways you can say, oh, it's kind of boring. But it's not. You know, they're going through a real investigation, and what I like about it. Ghost Adventures, they put the music on, they're all running, and it's just like, it takes away from the real investigating, you know, trying to have these conversations and stuff. And so I really appreciate on their style of investigations. Nobody's acting, nobody's, you know, I'm sure if they added music, if they added running and stuff, they'd probably get a lot more views. But they're real investigations. Real investigation people aren't as exciting as everybody think it is. Val's been on my channel plenty of times telling you that sometimes they go to a place 4 or 5 days in a row, nothing's happened. But on one of those days, they'll get something in 30 minutes, in an hour. It's a crapshoot sometimes, you know. Now there's places more active than others, but you know, I love these channels when they do these investigations, and you got to sit there. You do. You just got to sit there. You got to watch, and you basically got to just enjoy yourself and get some popcorn, because you never know when something's going to happen. So I like that. Val, great channel. Check her out. Her channel's in the link, and if you're not subscribed to her, then you're not. I don't think you're a real paranormal researcher or anything. So leave comments on what do you think of some of the footages I've shown you, or watch their full video. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of their full video. So here we go. This is kind of fun. Real ghost captured on camera disturbing our cats. Let's take a look. Let me see here. The following clip was filmed while my mom and I were on vacation. We decided to leave our cats home alone for a few nights. We'd be gone. We scheduled a house sitter to come by, check on them every morning. We arrived back. Oh, we noticed a strange in their behavior. So we decided to review the footage. This is what we found. If it's real. I mean, look at that cat. Look at that cute cat. The cat is just up like this, like looking. Oh, look, the door is just opening. And look, there's another cat coming from the shadow, but did you guys see that door? The light just opened? Oh, the table just moved too. I mean, this is pretty good. Unless it's been messed with. You know, I can't tell you if these have been messed with or not, but animals, man. But you know, it tells you that the camera panned the wall and stayed there when we returned. When we returned home, both cats tried out the front door immediately as we walked in. Something was obviously off, so I downloaded the clip and ran it. Okay. Now, like I said, guys, if it's animals can sense spirits more than we can. You know, because animals use more senses than we do. Their smells are better. Their tastes are better. They know danger better. I mean, that's just the animal instincts. So in the paranormal world, animals are very important. The animals can help you out a lot. And this is kind of a fun footage. Now, I'm not here to say it's real or not. You see the door is moving back. I think it's pretty awesome. I like this, you know. But can I tell you for a fact that the footage has been messed with? No, I can't. I can't do that. There's no way for me to do that. But I actually like this. If it is what it is. If it's unmessed with, then this is good footage. I'd like to know what you guys think. What do you think of that footage? Leave in the comments, all right? Leave in the comments. Now, guys, last week, I showed you footage of a woman bending over and an orb coming out of her ass. There must be a phenomenon, because I found another footage of another orb coming out of another person's ass. I mean, let's take a look. Okay? Let's take a look here. There's a guy walking very slowly. This is actually a blue light in their slow motion. Look at that. Coming right out of the ass. You know, there are people. Orbs are always iffies. Flat out. They're iffies. Okay? So if I'm going to try to believe into an orb, I'm going to see, is there a color to it? Okay? And that orb is actually a blue color. Now, unless they tricked the camera, made it blue. And there's been a lot of videos where people like orbs flying from bodies, but hey, if you're an orb, you're cold, man. Flying out of a person's butt, probably the warmest thing to do, right? Probably the warmest thing to do. So that was good. You know, how many other videos out there having orbs coming out of people's butt? I want to know from you. Have you ever had an orb come out of your ass? Let me know. Leave it in the comments. So, all right, guys. We're going to move on to international UK. Dr. Wu on a Euro trip. Here's a little video from Dr. Wu. Let's play it. Let's hear what he's got to say from the UK. What's going on over there? Is there something people are worried about? Is there a Sasquatch? Paranormal? Let's hear what he has to say. Let me get it here. Let me click on it. Alright, here we go. 1 minute and 22 seconds.
This is Robert Wood in Britain for Eric's News Channel. Telling you guys about RR or RH12. It's a meteor.
Handsome guy, isn't he?
And it's going to crash into England. It's going to crash into everything. So I'm headed for the tunnels.
RR12 meteors coming.
These underground
Europe.
coal tunnels where a lot of us might just be safe. We might just survive. It is the apocalypse. So I hope you guys don't get too scared.
This might be the first everybody heard it from. That's awesome.
As you can see, it's sanctuary. We're all gonna hide in the tunnels. These are old coal tunnels. Which means I'm gonna have to jump in and go inside there to survive. We're all gonna die, but it's a fantastic, and if you're samurai, it's always a damn good day to die. And that's coming from British News. Have a wonderful day. Tunnels. Safety.
Okay. Okay, now, meteorite coming or not, I can't tell you that. I don't know. But if a meteorite is coming and the destination is Europe, Dr. Wu is telling you some places where to go. Some of these underground caves. You know, I mean, you know, a chance of survival are, of course, very slim if a meteorite hits you. But unless you have an underground shelter, he might have showed you guys on where to go. You know, that's actually pretty cool. That's pretty safe. I appreciate that, Dr. Wu. Now that's from the UK. Now on RR12 meteorite coming to hit Europe. So if you're from Europe, start doing some research, finding out, is there a meteorite coming? Is there a chance? Is this, you know, what is this? And even if you don't think a meteorite's coming, go find places where you can hide. You never know. You know, what if you get down there a nuclear attack? I'm not saying these caves are gonna protect you, but might give you a chance of a place to go. So I want to thank Dr. Wu for that little information, a little news. I'm gonna definitely research the RR12 Meteor. Beyond that, thank you, Dr. Wu. That's from our Euro trip. Dr. Wu on a Euro trip. All right, thank you guys. All right, let's talk Mandela Effect. Now, a lot of you are skeptics. A lot of you don't believe in it. And that's fair. That's fine. But if you believe in a paranormal world, and if you believe in the Bible, you believe in miracles and stuff, there's no reason why a Mandela Effect can't be real then. Right? A Mandela Effect could be a miracle. It could be a change. Something's telling you something. Okay? That's what the true meaning of the phenomena called Mandela Effect. Now, what we're going to talk about today is Nelson Mandela, the name that is made after. Now, the story goes that he died twice. Maybe he has. I don't know. But let's get something clear here. The name, Fiona Broom is a paranormal investigator who's there to sell books. She heard a story at a party that somebody said they saw Nelson Mandela twice. She told this to the editor. The editor says, wow, that's called this phenomenon Mandela Effect. It wasn't even a real, the phenomenon is real, but the Nelson Mandela, that wasn't even a real story. It's not even a real deal. So, Nelson Mandela itself is 100% fraud of Mandela Effect. Number one, fraud. The phenomenon is real, but not the name itself. Nelson Mandela never died twice. I'm telling you that right now. If you watch people, if you want to know who the people you could trust, and who the people who you can't trust, just watch for the answers. If somebody's 45 or younger, and say in the top 5 Mandela Effect, and they mention the word Nelson Mandela, leave, drop it right there. Because a freedom fighter from other countries is not the type of news that's always going to be on the news channel, right? This person died. It's not. I'm sorry. Now, if he was prime minister, and if he died twice as a prime minister, that's one thing, because he was the first, like, African American. First African who became prime minister in his own country when it was run by British. That's news. That I could see. But dying twice as a freedom fighter while he was in prison? No. I'm sorry. So if any of you are interested in the Mandela Effect and you're going to watch people, find out what their top 5 are. And that'll tell you right there if they're a real deal or they're just doing it for clicks or views. I'm here to help you guys right now. I'm here to help you. You know, a lot of these people who are under the age of 45, 42, 38, top 5, they always say like Ed McMahon and Nelson Mandela. It can't happen. They weren't even alive. And if they were alive, they're 5, 6 years old. Come on. Well, and then you get the argument of, well, I saw all the evidence. No, that's not how it works. If you believe into the phenomena, then you have to see it for yourself. It's not about evidence of somebody else has. It doesn't work that way. You either saw a difference or not. You know, I see people do shows on the Bible where they never even read it, but I saw enough of this. No, it doesn't work that way. It either changed for you or not. Now, I listen to shows and I hear things. I say, that's interesting. I never thought about that. Wow, that's cool. That's a cool finding. I'm never saying, oh, that's an effect for me, because it's not. Music, it's not. An effect is something that has happened to you with a different memory. That's what the phenomenon is. If you have a different memory than it has, that's an effect. What other people have in memories, it's not an effect for you. So it's kind of weird, right? The word Mandela Effect is based on Nelson Mandela, when in fact, that is the biggest hoax of all, granddaddy of all. Yeah, and you guys use that to find the frauds out there, find the fakes. The shows are saying Nelson Mandela is their Mandela Effect. See what they're now they're over 48, over 50. Okay, maybe for them. Anybody else? No. So that's for today's Mandela Effect. Next week, maybe we'll be more of an upbeat. So that one is a false memory. Might not be a false memory for you, but first of all, if you're under the age of 45, I'm not even gonna listen to you on why that's a false memory or that's real for you. Because if you're under 45, forget about it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you out. You're lying. So stop lying. But beyond that, guys, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and leave in the comments of all the videos you saw here, all the clips. I want to know from you. All right, I want to. If there's a story that you want me to bring up on a video clip, let me know. Put it in the clip. Maybe next show we'll have something from you. Beyond that, guys, I had a wonderful time. Thank you for watching. This is the best breaking news, world news you're ever going to get. Why? Because I'm just telling you the story of it. It's up to you on what you want to believe in. Facts, fakes, frauds, it's all up to you. All of it. So beyond that, I'll see you guys next time.